Well, hello everyone, App Live here, and in today's video, we are here with a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke challenge, in which we will attempt to beat a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke with only water type Pokemon. So, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. So, since it is a water type Nuzlocke video, I have to choose Mudchip as my starter Pokemon, whom I nickname Mudfish. After that, I save Professor Birch from a Zigzagoon and brought Mudchip as my starter, and then defeated me. She gives us Pokeball, and then I catch a Lotad. On next route, I caught a Marill, and then on next route, I caught a Winroll. And now 4 members in our team. After catching all my Pokemons, I went to battle Roxanne. She starts with a Geodude and Mudkips one-shots both of her Geodudes with a single water run easily. But now here comes her last Pokemon, which is Nosepass. It takes water run easily and hit us with Rock Tomb, which also lowers our speed. Then blots us. We almost defeated him, but as always, she uses the potion. She uses a tattle then, and we always KO'd him, but then she uses a potion again. We hit her a critical hit Mud Slap and then finish her off with a water run. We defeated Roxanne easily, and then our Mudfish evolved into Marshtomp. On default islands, by fishing I caught a Magikarp, and then faced against Brawly with our Pico. Pico two-shot his match chop and takes a karate chop very easily. Next was his Meditite. The only attacking move Meditite knows is Fortress Punch, but we easily one-shot him with critical wind attack. Next, Matuhita was also a two-shot with wind attack, and as I thought, but he took 3 attacks and only left us on 9 HP before our Oranberry heals. So 2 badges down without a single death. After that we faced against Smith. She hit us with Supersonic, but we easily KO'd him one shot with Rockton. Next was Grovyle, and as I thought, his Grovyle used Absorb. So Pico was able to take it and then two-shot her Grovyle before she put us on just 5 HP to us. Last was Sludma, and so I had to switch to my cute fish. Yes, she is now an Azumarill. Water run, two-shot her Sludma too, and down was me. Next we face against Watson in Marvel Gym. He hit us with rollout, but then went to a single critical hit mud shot. Electrite also hit us with quick attack, but then went down to a single mud shot. Magneton used Sonic Boom, but then also went to a single mud shot. Last was his Manectric. He used quick attack and then almost got down to a single mud shot before his citrus berry. Then we KO'd him with a mud shot, winning the third gym badge of the game. On our way, Pico evolves into Pelipper, and during the fight, our Magikarp evolves into a Gyarados. After that, we face against Maxi, the leader of Team Magma. He starts with Mightyena and I went to Mudfish. He hit us with Sand Attack, then Mudshot does only a 1 fault. Then I started spamming Mudshot only. Then he uses a Super Potion and the Mudshot crits. and then a water didn't take him down. Next was his Zubat, who was one shot with a single, actually two rot tombs down. Last was his Camerupt. I used the water gun and it survived. Then he heals and I missed my water gun. I had no choice. I used water gun and he went for water synergy, so I took him down on next hit. But also my fight against Flannery got corrupted. So then we faced against Norman. I used Bubble Beam on first turn to lower Spinda speed. Then I started using Rollout, but you can see what are you doing, cute fish. Then Rollout didn't do much damage, and as I thought, he wasted his super potion on Spinda, and then he went down to two rollouts. And his Vidorot used Slash, and then also went down to a single rollout. Next was Linoon, and I switched to Ragefish. Use Slash, and I used Dragon Rage 3 times, hoping that he wouldn't hit a critical hit Slash. Then used Facade, and he got down, but I survived on just 15 HP. Last was his bulky Slacken. I switched to Petro because Petro has a very good attack protect. On his Lofting turn, I confused him and then used protect. Then on his next turn, I used wind attack and then protect. Then he hit himself and I hit him with water gun. Then he snapped out of his confusion and again got confused. This is gonna be a crazy and long grind to defeat Norman Slacken. Since he didn't have any hyper potion, Peter can easily kill him, but we also need to confuse him. After confusing him, I was worrying that, hoping that I will not run out of protects. And after wasting 10 minutes, I was finally hoping that I will kill him with two water guns, and I killed him. Oh. Next, I caught a Tarwana by fishing, and then a Tentacool. And now we face against me in a rainy weather, so water gun one shot Sludma. She didn't send her Grovyle, so I send my Pico. She takes Leaf Blade easily and then protect, and then she takes another Leaf Blade on just 8 HP, and I had to protect once again. So I had to switch to my Gyarados to take the Leaf Blade and then kill her Grovyle with a Dragon Rage. Last was Lombre, so I decided to stay in, and she hits a critical fate out, and then two shot her Lombre with Dragon Rages. Down goes May once again. In the gym, my Carvana evolved into Sharpedo, and now it was time to face the gym leader. I start with Piranha actually to first reach and also Fortress Energy, and then crunch down her Swablu, but she also used Perish Son before going down. Next was Tropius, and I expected a Solar Beam, so I first stayed down, and my prediction was right. So I switched to my Caps. Hit its Solar Beam easily and then Fate out to flinch her Tropius, and Ice Beam to knock her out. Next was her Pelipper, so I switched to Ragefish. I use Dragon Rage and then she confuses us. So I switch to Cute Fish. She used Protect and we miss our rollout and then she missed her Supersonic. She then uses a Hyper Potion and almost with trits and down. I was hoping that we can easily take down her star what we missed our attack. Then Bubble Beam wasn't doing much, so I decided that I had to switch soon to save my cute fish. I decided to switch in Piranha because of rough skin, but she was a sand attack. Trunks lowered her, actually not, but she survived. How? Then Trunks lowered her special defense. Trunks is actually a special move in this game. So I had to switch again, this time to Mudfish, and she trades us. Then she then I hit her with Rot Tomb, and then we missed Water Gun. Finally taking her Star Muddy down. Last was Altaria. I switched to Ragefish. Intimidate to lower her attack, and we didn't run paralyzed. So Dragon Rage now. She uses Dragon Dance and an Air Release. Then she heals up with an Orange Berry, and why she went for a Dragon Dance? She only knows down was Winona. After that, we also got a Swampert and defeated Matsy and then faced against a double battle gym match. Crunch almost KO'd her Zatu and then he used Talman. But Surf knocked her Zatu out. Their Zatu out actually. Then Claydol used Earthquake, which doesn't affect 2 Pokemon. Then Crunch will knock out his Solar almost and Surf. Traits. Last was their Lunaton and Claydol and again Earthquake before our Oranberry heals. Same strategy again. Crunch, special defense drop, and then Surf. Now only remaining Pokemon is Claydol. It also goes down. Sharpedo is a beast. Then we defeated Archie and faced against one. We also resolved the matter between Groudon and Gyodor. After that, Ragefish started hitting himself. I used Dragon Rage 2 times to waste his super potion. Then Ragefish almost went down, so I had to switch him against Celia. Caps used Surf. Caps was also doing great damage to water types with Surf because of rain and his rain dish ability, which increases his speed in rain. Against Kindra, I used an ice beam and then a second ice beam freezes. So I used the third and then he wastes his hyper potion and then I switched to Mudfish. Then I used Earthquake twice, but Kindra woke up because of his chest worry and then twice Earthquake to knock his Kindra out. The match is almost finished. I missed my dynamic punch 2 times, 3 times, and then knock him out with a critical dynamic punch. After crossing at Victory Road, I faced against Sydney. Dynamic punch almost one shot his Mightyana, but he also hit himself that KO'd him. Against Captain, I switched to Pico. He first rotten spores and then faint attacks to bring us to 1/3 and then use as a full restore. So 2 aerial aces took his captain down. Next was Absol, so I switched to Cute Fish. He first uses Rod Slide and then 2 Swords Dances. I was getting worried, So I had to switch one more time because he also flinches us. So Mudfish, everything is upon you. Then uses against the swans dance and we survived on 2 HP to take him down. Next was Shiftry, so I switched to Ragefish. After that, I went for a Dragon Dance. He uses double team and strength KO'd him. His Troodon also went down to 2 strengths because he used Sword Stance to waste his turn. His challenge was for Piranha actually one shot his Dusclops, then 2 shot her Bayonet, then 2 shot her Sableye even if she uses double team. His Dusclops survived, but she couldn't heal her Dusclops because of Citrus Berry. Then her Bayonet also went down to a single 2 easy win. Next was Glacier. I sent Ragefish to set up some dragon dances since Celio was not able to do much damage to Ragefish. But she paralyzes us. So I set up another dragon dance hoping that she will full restore. And then she brings us to 62 HP before we take her down. Next was Lily. Oh, she full restores her Lily and he survives on 3 to 4 HP. So I sent to Piranha and Rustin takes Lily out. Then 2 shot her Celio with Crunch because of special defense drop. Next was Lily. I decided to slash and went down to explosion. I hope that Mudfish will easily take Waller, but he freezes. And we survive on 35 HP, so I had to switch now. His Waller is very bulky. Since Waller have high defense, can take hits easily and can retaliate with lots of damage. But I have Petro in my bag. I had thought that I will sacrifice it, but Petro's flight crits and he wins. Last Elite 4 member was Drake. Against Sheldon, I set up 3 Dragon Dances since he wasted his first turn on Protect. He was lowering our speed, but Rot Tom wasn't doing much. He also wastes his full restore, so I went for another Dragon Dance. Then he survived on 1 HP. He protects and then went down. Then his Salamence survived and we survived on 3 HP to take Salamence down. Against Altaria, I sacrificed my Ragefish. Then send in Mudfish to take his Altaria down. Next was Tindra, who went down to just 2 earthquakes after hitting Smooth Stream. Against Flydron, I send in Caps, who has Ice Beam. And down goes Drake. And now we have to face against Wallace. This battle will tell who is the best water type trainer. I actually touched some part because of Veloz annoying moves. Actually, his whole team was annoying. He has 4 full restores. He's taking full advantage. He knows that I can't use any item and he is taking full advantage of my. Against Tentacle, I send Mudfish, who first took Sludge Bomb and then Hydro Pump and then Earthquake will knock him out. Next was Ludicolo. He uses Gira Drain. He got 2 shots, her Ludicolo, his Ludicolo, then his annoying Wish Cash. He is very bulky and also knows Anisha and a powerful move Hyper Beam that took Pico down. Then Mudfish takes his Whiscash down with Earthquake. His Gyarados destroyed the match with Hyper Beam. We lost this match only because our rollout missed and Gyarados took my whole team down. If you enjoyed this challenge, then please like and subscribe. And if you want to make videos in Hindi, then comment.